Hey guys, and welcome back. Deftspider here again. So let's go ahead and keep moving with this series. It's probably going to eventually turn into a gameplay as we're almost done with the tutorial part of this. Alright, so once you have gone through Haven and you hit the statue to take yourself to whatever city you want to go to Mirland, you're going to land in the city. As you can see here, we are currently in Morin Khur, the city I told you that we would be going to, also known as MK. So we just landed in this little corner here. Again, there is no map. You do not have a map of the area. There's no pressing M. You have to explore the world and experience the world to figure out where you're at and what's going on. So I can go ahead and show you we're still on the same character. Our strength's a little bit high, 123 out of 123, same build that we used before. Besides that, nothing has changed. But once you teleport in, this is what they call lower MK. So you have training dummies there, and outside the little gate over there, there's going to be a lot of people online right now. It's prime time. If we come into here, we can get a basic vendor. So we got the utility vendor here. Like I said, you can get a bunch of good stuff from this guy. Transfer your coins over, get your arrows, get your bandages. You can get your smoking pipe if you want to. Next to there, you're going to have the equipment vendor. Should be pretty familiar with these from Haven. If not, just click on them and check them out. We're heading in this direction for a certain reason. Alright, if you come up here, you've got your trainer librarian right here. The trade broker. Trade brokers are important. So if you talk to the trade broker, you can buy what you need in here. You can buy all kinds of bags and stuff. As you see here, I've got some full grain leather bags up for sale from my other character. So if you click on equipment, you can. It's kind of allows you to sort, but it's not great. You've got the drop down here, so you can do. I always go by cost myself. I don't care how long it's going to be on the market for. All I care about is how much money can I save by buying the cheapest. So we can do cost there. We can do bows. You've got items for bags, skill books, spell books, scrolls. A lot of people, what they'll do for skill books, you have to go outside the city to find certain ones, like the ones that are listed here. So they'll make the dangerous trip across the continent to whatever city to find these things at, like the scribing book. They'll buy it, come back with a bunch of those, sell them for 40 to 50 gold each. Typically, sometimes only 15, it depends on the difficulty of the journey. And then they'll make their money that way. But like I said, it's expensive because you might lose all of that on the way there or on the way back, or the gold. Because you can't just leave the city, and you're going to get attacked or mobbed possibly by 3 or 4 different people at the same time. So you either sneak out or leave with a group of people and go on a trip together. Alright, so that's just the trading house. It's pretty simple. If you want to sell something, all you have to do is come here to the bottom. You can click on sell items. Just right click, you'll drop your item there. You have to have money on you to pay the tax to be able to sell something. List your price that you want to sell it for here in the bottom. And then how many days you want it up for, you'll press sell item, and then you can just sell it. You can put buy orders in. Buy orders just means you can say, hey, I want to buy this for this much money, and then it'll auto buy it once it comes in. Should probably send it to your mailbox. Then here under my market, you can see items that you're trying to buy and items you're selling. As we continue down the city, we'll come to this next area over here. And everything should start looking a bit more familiar now. So you'll see here we have all these crafting stations, armor crafting, refining ovens, extraction furnaces, like extraction kiln. There's just tons and tons of gear on top of gear and crafting stations. So y'all can all come in here, familiarize yourself with it if you want to. You do have the crafting librarian right here. He can sell you a few books if you're trying to get started on crafting. Same thing here, just more crafting tables for alchemy and stuff. And then here's the important part. So you're going to be wondering, where's my gold? Where's all my stuff at once I teleport from Haven? Where'd everything go? So it's going to come here to the bank. So we'll come here to the bank. There's more than one bank per city. So here's the banker. Just hold R to talk to them like usual. And there's our gold and silver. There's a book we haven't read yet. Our fishing rod, because I bought one to bring with me because we're going to train this character to fish and go over some fishing videos. And then here is the postal service person. So this, if you buy items, somebody sends you items, you want to send somebody mail, this is where it's done at. Obviously you can see your outbox when that stuff's been picked up. Alright guys, so we're going to bounce out the bank really quick and head on over to the other side of the city. Now you're going to get a horse fairly quickly. It's going to take you a while if you need to buy it. If not, you need to level up your taming skills and stuff so you can tame your own horse. We've got people dueling inside the city. You can die in the city. There are guards. So right here you see a Khurite guard. They will attack people that try to kill you to an extent. Most of the time, a lot of those people are going to kill you before the guards can actually get them off of you. Alright, but if we go around the city, you can explore the buildings. You're going to find like the botany librarian. You're going to just, all the different things you need. Magic vendors right here. There's some more people in that building. The butchery and stuff is there. There's a priest in that building over there. That gate will take you out what's called the West Gate. You do not, if you're brand new to the game, you do not want to go out the West Gate for a while. Learn what you're doing, get some money built up before you go west. Alright, so we've already been here to the cooking vendor. Next, we're going to head up to what they call upper MK, or higher. Usually it's called upper because you have to go to the upper levels. So as you can see, this game is very well done. It's a really pretty game. Graphics look cool. They did add a bunch of stuff in the last update a week ago on the other side of the road. Sorry, we're just checking people out because some people here will try to kill us because of who we're affiliated with. But now there's some librarians, vendors, and other things on the other side of the road. There's also cotton that can be gotten over there and rice if you're cooking and making bags and stuff. Some more training dummies. Here's some loot. Don't take the loot if there's a guard nearby, unless you want to get shot at. That's probably not worth it. But you can always try it. It's always could be fun. Now the stables are down this road. Like I said, that's the West Gate. So if we spawn in right there, go down this road. There's the bank and stuff. If we head down this road, it's the stables. Now we already have a horse on this character. I gave it to this character from my other character, which I use to tame horses and sell and make money. Alright, so here at the stables, if you don't have a horse but you have money, you can come over here to the pet broker and talk to them. Again, I'd like to sort by cost. I don't know why nothing's showing up. Right, there we go. The cost. Alright, so I guess it's just messed up because of my other game. Anyways, so we can scroll down from here. You can see the prices of horses on here are as high as 30 gold. You could buy brown bears, black bears, wolves. There used to be a, I don't know, an angry chicken. I can't think of what it's called. I think it's a terror bird, but we'll just call it angry chicken for today. And then you can see that we've got a bunch of horses stockpiled here too. They're going to average right now about 10 to 15 gold. So you can buy from there. If you have a horse or an animal that you've tamed and you want to stable it, you'll do it here. It's going to cost you 1 silver gold. It'll pop up on this first screen. If you click on the second screen, you can see where you have your animals stabled. So we can go ahead and pull our horse out. Alright, so if you've got a horse that belongs to you, you can press P to go to your pet menu. That's P as in Papa. From here you can see your pet stats. So if you have more than one pet, they'll be laid out right here. So we'll click on step. We can name him just to make it a little bit easier. Pet name, we'll call him Horse. How about that? Get super original here. Alright, so we've got a horse here. If we had a bear or something else, it'd be below it. That is controlled by your pet point cost, which we'll go over that when we get into the horse taming video. But you need to pay attention that if you are trying to tame or carry or buy more than one animal at a time. Alright, now if you've got equipment on you like bags and saddlebags, you'll equip it here. So like I said, you'll click on whatever animal creature you have. Then obviously you'll drop your bag there, drop your armor here, you'll feed it here. If you watch this, you'll see loyalties at 367 out of 1,000. Hunger is 83 out of 1,000, so make sure you keep your animal fed. Keep them healed, he's at 100 out of 100. You can apply bandages to them, you can heal them with healing magic, and yeah, that's how you take care of horses. Now let's get into these commands. So depending on the type of animal you've got, you could have an attack command for like a bear, wolves. Then you have your stay command. So if we want, I like to drag these over here so that my animals know what to do. And then we can put our, well, this is actually follow is that one. And then this one should be stay. All right, you could open saddlebags right here, but he doesn't have any. If you want to mount your horse, just look at it, hold R.
I have to go buy a book. What's going on?
Sorry, so it sounds like somebody's helping somebody else out. So there is in-game chat, so let's get away from these guys really quick. See, okay, what they're doing is kind of rude, guys. You do not want to sit in front of doors and stuff, especially if you're talking. To mount your horse, you're just going to hold the R key. If you want to move forward, you're going to press the W keys. So we can press W. Usually you have to hit it twice. He'll take off at a cant. So you have a walk, a trot, or canter, whatever you want to call it. Then you have a full-out sprint. The full sprint will use up your horse's stamina. So if you look in the top left, it's just like ours. It has health and it has stamina. Most people, when they try to fight you, they will kill your horse first, and then they will go for you. Alright, so the other two do not use up stamina. Your horse's hit points will go up based on hit points. Alright, so from here we're going to head up this road. Not to that side, but the other side. And I will show you Upper Morin Khur. And then we're going to probably call it quits on this video there. Because like I said, this video is just going to kind of orient you to what to look for when you change to a different city from Haven, the start point. So you see we got roving guards. So you can be kind of safe in the city, but when they're not there and they're far away, people will come and get you. Alright, so we're headed up to the upper side now. There's two different ways to get there, or a few different ways I guess I should say. Some better than others. I like going the other way myself to the longer staircase that's farther away. But as you can see why I got the horse. It would take us forever to run up here on foot. Because this game's massive. And like I said, this is just one city. If we have time before it's all said and done, we'll go check out the other ones. You can see there's a lot of artwork that's been done in the game. It looks really nice. When we come out up here, we should be at the temple on our left. If anybody wants to check that out. And then once again, up here on the upper side, we've got several things again. So we've got like the bank here. So we just go ahead and dismount. You can hold R while looking at your horse to get off of it. This is where you can hit Shift 6. You'll see a command pop up. It says horse will stay. You can press Shift 7. It'll say all pets will follow you or horse will follow you. In my case, because my horse's name is Horse. Alright, so we have the banker here. We can get all of our stuff out if we want to buy anything up here. We've got the postal service guy. It's really about the same as the bottom. Except that up here is where you'll find the bigger library. Which is going to be what most people are going to be after. Because when the new game starts and you have to train at slower speeds, you're not going to want to be out of books. There's Trade Broker right there. If you want to buy a house and a keep, it's over there in that small building. And then when you keep running here, this larger building right here is the library. And then you have a bunch of trade vendors here. They sell food, vials, ingredients. If we ride into here, this is, like I said, the library. This is where you're going to find all the librarians, just like at the old library in Haven. The guard, common librarian, and a bunch of librarians here. Go into this room, you find the rest. And that's going to be all the librarians for this city. Anything you can't find here that you feel like you're missing, that you need, you're going to have to travel to a different city and risk it all for the goods. Alright, so the easy way to remember where this library is, if you don't want to go the way that I went, is to go this way. Like I said, there's tons of vendors up here selling everything you could want. There's a priest in that building, some equipment vendors there. So we're going to come down this large staircase. And like I said, this is the fastest way. One more turn. Like I said, you're going to want to get a horse fast. So we're going to go over one more location here. Or try to. Depends on if we can live long enough to get there. Alright, so. Like I said, that leads to Upper Morin Khur, or MK. Back that way is the stable and the main city and the west gate. So we're going to head down here. If we come down here, this is called the scaffolding. I feel like I'm lagging. Alright guys, so I might have just had a quick edit, so if something seems a little off, that's why. It seemed like the game might have been stuttering. Alright, so we're currently right here. I'm trying to move it, looks like we might still be stuttering a bit. If we are, I'm sorry about that. It's probably because we're changing from one area to the next. Okay, so this is coming out of the southeast side of Morin Khur. This is what we call the scaffolding. Guards are scarce right here. They move a lot. People like to gank from behind these buildings, and they like to wait at the bottom. They like to camp this whole entire ramp because there's really no way to get away unless you're just really fast. So we're gonna try to make it down here. Hopefully there's not a PvP guild out slapping people down. We are not affiliated with a guild currently on this character. However, we do have a horse and we are geared. So if they see a horse and gear, they're probably going to gank us. So what you want to do here, it's WASD to adjust to move your horse. Keep tapping W to speed up. Keep tapping S to slow down. And the reason I'm taking y'all down here, even at the risk of my horse and everything, is because down here we have the graveyard. So this is how you get the graveyard to kill zombies if you need to make money. So it's the closest thing to you can. Make sure you look at everybody that goes by. If they're guildless, they'll normally leave you alone. It's going to be a completely different release, but for right now, most guildless people and most guild people have rules where we don't attack those without a guild, or we try not to. Now, if you attack us, go great against us, we're going to try to drop you. Alright, so there's nothing of interest on the scaffold. There's nothing up here to loot. There's just, you can just look at it while you're running down. I see a horse in front of us, so there's possibly going to be an ambush right here. But that is the graveyard. Maybe somebody's just in there farming. When you come down here, there's a bridge over there. If you follow that, you'll go to the next city, Toxai. And yeah, we're definitely getting tons of lag. Alright guys, so again, we had some more issues when we came down here. It's something to do with loading the mountains, the waterfalls, while coming down the scaffolding, so we had to change some stuff up, adjust some settings. I'm still trying to figure out the best way to record in this game while moving and doing things. So far it's looking like most stuff needs... I'm running a 3080 Ti with a 12K processor, and it's still looking like in certain areas, especially like right here with the river, the graveyard loaded behind us, lots of people around us, the scaffolding, the higher area, the mountains that you can mine in and everything else, that we're just we're really struggling. So anyways, as you come out of that gate, I'm not sure what all y'all heard, so I'll probably just cut most of that out. As you come down scaffolding, it's very, very dangerous. They will ambush you on top, mid, and right here at the bottom. They'll ambush you at these stairs. They'll ambush you over here at the bridge. And then a lot of people will kill you inside of the graveyard. So if we come into here, hopefully it doesn't lag too bad. We'll just walk into here. People are going to be scared of you. They're going to think you're going to try to kill them, so they're not going to do anything but watch you typically until they... You must be pretty new. Normally you want to watch a horse rider until they're all the way through. Right, lots of good players in here killing these zombies, and this is where you're going to make the first bit of your money. Alright, but like I said, keep your head on a swivel. You get too low from fighting too many zombies, you'll die, your bag will drop, someone will grab all your stuff. Or you'll get too weak, someone will say an easy kill, they'll jump on you, kill you, take all your stuff, all the work. You might be in there farming for an hour or two, and these guys will come along and just take everything from you. But guys, that is MK in a nutshell. I can't think of anything else that you really need to know about this area. If you go up the hill there, there's not much. I go up there to mine granum occasionally, just because it's a semi-safe area, but there's only one way down, one way up, so again, it's a bottleneck. Now if you come out the back side here, I guess we can hit this really quick since I'm going to cut so much out. There's one black bear over here that I know of, somewhere on the side of this hill in the bamboo. So if you're trying to tame him, you can do that. Well, hopefully you guys can follow along and it doesn't lag too bad. I know we're about to hit the waterfall in the river again. Alright guys, so we're currently below MK, below the graveyard. We just crossed over the bridge. The scaffolding, as you can see, is across the river. We are having lag issues in this area. I'm sorry about that. I've reducing frames. I'm doing everything I can to clean it up. So we'll do the best we can. Like I said, I'm running the top of the line equipment, so just have to play with it until I figure it out. So we already have one guy chasing us, trying to chase us down. I'm not sure who he's with or what he's got going on. That's fine. But pretty much once you cross that bridge and that waterfall, I know this again is being really, really fun next to this river. The only thing I can think of is it's something to do with the water. We're going to try to cross over in just a second. Okay, so if you follow that road that we were just on, we go across the bridge from the graveyard and follow that road down. And I know, I'm sorry, this video might get piecemeal together. I'll do the best I can with it, everyone. The reason I'm trying to take you over here, though, is to show you the closest horse farm to MK where you can get your first couple of horses if nobody's camping it. Alright, so let's try to get back up to a trot. Hope we don't lag too badly. Watch your right side. You'll eventually see some ruins, which are directly ahead of us. And as you can see, it seems like the graphics quality, recording quality has gone up because we've gotten away from the river and some of the bamboo. There's still bamboo there. And we turned the graphics down from 144 frames to, we locked it in at about 120. We're probably going to have to lock it in at 60 or we're going to keep having issues, it seems like. Alright, so if you come over here, you'll normally be able to find a horse, if not 2 or 3, camping in this area. I'm trying to remember if I've ever seen 3 here. I know I've seen 1. It looks like somebody's already come by and grabbed it though. Like I said, it's the closest, so a lot of foot travelers come by here. So just ride around and look for them. If you need food for your horse, you can grab it off of these trees over here, those bright green ones. They're like apple trees, or malice trees is what they're actually called. So you can harvest apples from these just by holding R. Horses like that, they like the rice. Some springbocks over here if you need meat, if you're a chef. And then we can come into the ruins. And if nobody's been here in a long time, like an hour or so, you might get lucky and find some free loot. So you can come over here. There's an urn. Just hold R. You can open it. Sometimes there might be silver, spell scrolls. You never know. There could be all kinds of random stuff in there. Obviously, that one's been looted. There's no horse here, so I'm assuming we probably won't find anything. And then we can come over here. And there's a barrel. So when you come to ruins, bandit camps and stuff, you can find stuff like this. There we go. We got 2 silver coins for free. That's good because we can restable our horse now. And that, guys, I think is going to end this video. I'm going to play around with my recording settings some more, see if there's a way to clean it up. But pretty much my GPU and my CPU are screaming right now. I don't blame them. This game is huge. Tons of graphics. Completely open world. Seamless. There's no load screens. So while recording and PvP fighting, I'm probably going to have to keep the settings at the bare minimum, or I'm going to have to do dual PC recording, which is not a lot of fun. But I hope this video helps you guys out. As always, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. If you have questions, comments, leave it below. On the next couple of videos, I think we're going to get into some how-to stuff, like how to tame your first horses, what to do with them, where to store them, feeding them, taking care of them. Why you don't need to stress about when they die, get killed, and you lose all your stuff. It's super easy to rebuild from nothing. You might have to change your sleep schedule for a little bit, for like a day, just to go get some materials or have some really cool guild members. But what I typically do is I gather a ton of equipment, and then I just store it in my bags. But we'll go over the banking system, how to maximize your storage space in the bank because it's pretty limited. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.